Once upon a time, in a quiet town nestled between rolling hills and endless cornfields, there lived a young boy named Ethan Miller. Ethan was smart, curious, and hardworking, but there was one thing that always held him back. He had no confidence in himself. At school, he knew the answers, but whenever a teacher asked a question, he never raised his hand. When opportunities came knocking, he stayed silent, thinking, "I'm not good enough. I don't belong." Even his friends would say, "Ethan, you're capable of so much more," but their words barely reached him. Slowly, he started to believe the lie he told himself, that he was ordinary, invisible, and destined to blend into the background of life. One sunny afternoon, the town's community center buzzed with excitement. A visiting mentor, a kind but wise man named Mr. Jonathan Price, was giving a talk about courage, dreams, and the power of believing in yourself. Ethan listened from the back, his heart pounding. After the session, he mustered every ounce of bravery he had and approached him. "Sir," he said, his voice barely above a whisper, "I want to do something big with my life, but I always feel like I'm not capable. I feel invisible." "Mr. Price smiled, a twinkle in his eye. He reached into his coat pocket and pulled out a small, ordinary-looking rock. "Take this," he said. "It's just a rock. Tomorrow, take it to the town market and try to sell it. Don't tell anyone it's special. Just ask them how much they'd pay for it." The next day, Ethan walked nervously through the market. He held out the rock to merchants and townsfolk. Most ignored him, some offered a few coins with a dismissive shrug. Ethan returned home, heart sinking. "See," he said to Mr. Price, "nobody values it, just like nobody values me." Mr. Price nodded patiently. "Take the same rock to a jeweler in the city," he instructed. Ethan frowned but obeyed. The city streets were bustling, cars honking, people rushing. Finally, he found a jeweler's shop tucked between a coffee house and a bookstore. The jeweler examined the rock under a magnifying glass and gasped. "This isn't an ordinary rock," he said, eyes wide. "It's a rare gem. I'll pay you a fortune for it." Ethan's jaw dropped. He ran straight back to Mr. Price, clutching the precious gem. It's valuable. Everyone said it wasn't, but it's worth a fortune." Mr. Price placed a hand on Ethan's shoulder. "Do you see, Ethan? The rock didn't change. It was always precious. The only thing that changed was where it was and who saw it. And you, my boy, are exactly the same. You are already capable, already valuable. You just haven't realized it yet. Confidence isn't about becoming someone else. It's about believing in the strength that's already inside you." For the first time, Ethan looked at himself in the mirror. He saw the boy he'd always been. Smart, kind, capable. But now, for the first time, he whispered, "I am enough." From that day forward, Ethan decided to take small steps to build his courage. He raised his hand in class, even when his voice shook. He volunteered for group projects, even when he feared he'd fail. Slowly, each small act of bravery became a brick in the foundation of his confidence. Every time he stumbled, he reminded himself of the gem and Mr. Price's words. His value didn't depend on others' recognition. It came from within. Years passed. Ethan grew into a young man who believed in himself. He applied to a top university, earned scholarships, and started speaking at local schools about self-confidence and courage. His story inspired countless kids who, like him, had once believed they were invisible. One evening, as Ethan returned home from a speaking engagement, he saw a little boy sitting on the curb, staring at the pavement with a sad expression. Ethan knelt down beside him. "Hey there, what's wrong?" he asked gently. The boy sighed. I'm not good at anything. Nobody notices me. I don't feel special." Ethan smiled and handed him a small, smooth stone from his pocket. "This isn't just a rock," he said. "It's a reminder. Look closely. It's already valuable. So are you. Confidence isn't something someone gives you. It's a fire you build inside yourself, one brave step at a time." The boy looked at the stone, then back at Ethan, eyes widening. Really, Ethan said. "You just have to believe it." And in that moment, Ethan remembered his own journey, the fear, the doubt, the small victories that had changed everything. He realized that self-confidence was not a gift, it was a choice. a choice to see the gem within, even when the world seemed to ignore it. Friends, remember this. Confidence isn't about being perfect. It isn't about being the best. It's about trusting yourself, believing your voice matters, and stepping forward even when it's scary. Once you trust yourself, there's no mountain too high, no dream too big, and no obstacle too great. Just like the stone, your worth has been there all along. You just have to see it, embrace it, and let it shine.